video we call Future. Yeah, come Future, come and get you. I see it all moving on an immense yellow highway. They come on like trumpets and violins, cars, armies of cars. They go off the ground, glowing cigar shapes, and the radio just pumps like a fist. Black roads, brick roads, turnpikes, they drive me insane. The lights beckon like Blake, because I can see what's coming. The LPA, nothing real except UFO. Got to be a royal rock warfare because it's sitting in limbo. But what was, not what was, what will be. Rock got to move out of its stagnant moment. Pray for something bubbling under the sky's canopy to rip open and rush like glass. Rush like grass, lush like glass, gas.
The country as a whole is so depressing, you know. Yeah, you know, it's like all these tourists come over and they don't realise that they go to the Houses of Parliament. They love it, you know, it's all nice. Oh, isn't England cute, you know? But really, it's rot, you know, it's rotting away, England. For years and years, people have said, good old England, we fought 2 world wars, we won them. You know what I mean? So England's all about glory. Fine old England, Lionheart and all that. Well, that's crap, you know. The only future for a kid now is if they're lucky to get a sort of secure job. So like kids haven't got the choice anymore. They either go in a sort of job like that, insurance or the bank, or they're on the dole. Or otherwise they're brickies and labourers and sort of dumbheads, you know what I mean? And they'll never get anywhere. A lot of people are opening up their eyes and finding out that all we've got is the past. We've got no future, you know?
Was because like 2 years ago there were just no exciting groups about, right? The vision we had of the Stones, the Who, Mott the Hoople, the New York Dolls, right? Yeah, right. Really didn't exist on stage, okay? Because like we went to see groups and everyone just sat there, you know. It was like Sunday Times watching some dopey group, right? And so you know, our vision was like a really exciting rock and roll group. Come on me, come on me.
Come to me, Robert, come on me. have to be a fantastic musician. You don't have to be old. You don't have to be in the music business years. You can just get a guitar, play for a few weeks, and go on stage and do it.
Punk in England is still growing, but it has bands like the Buzzcocks from Manchester and the Suburban Studs from Birmingham. Here in London, apart from the Pistols, there are about a dozen or so imitators, either established bands cashing in on what they see as a punk craze, or other people treading the same route as the Pistols from Dole Queue to club dates. Bands like The Damned, The Vibrators and Clash, who've been playing for about 6 months. The Sex Pistols say they hate hippies, everything they stand for, and the hippies are what went wrong with music. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's right. I think that's where the complexities came in, you know? And people thought, oh, we better buy a Moog synthesizer or we'll get caught out, you know?
What sort of things do you write about?
What's going on at the moment?
Like what?
Like what? Career opportunities.
I mean, do you think what's happened to a lot of young people is that they've been pushed around a lot?
Yeah,
and
well,
that your
like,
music's a bit
the
of
school I went to, right? I mean, they're sort of like, all the kids are supposed to sort of like be factory project, you know, that sort of stuff. And like, the school's sort of built, it's a real sort of depressing school and that. And you go there, you don't learn nothing. All you're sort of like working for is just to go into the factory which is around the corner, or something like that. And, well, most of the mates I know are all working in the factory.
Are a lot of your fans on the Dole? I mean, do they feel the same way?
Yeah, else they wouldn't come to our gigs, would they?
If they weren't on the Dole, would they be your fans?
Well, I mean, if there was jobs, then they wouldn't be on the dole. And maybe we'd be singing about love and kissing or something.
The dark career opportunity, the one that never knocks.
The way the shop was started, it was started as not as a record supermarket, but as an agitprop shop, which had a political point of view.
Go and get options. People can come in and just sit down and sort of talk about things. You can't do that in most other shops. In most other shops, they want you to come in and like buy a record and go out, or buy whatever they're selling, and they just want to get rid of you, you know, because there's no interest in anybody talking or doing anything. That's why people come in and read the magazines and do things like that.
Well, all that changed when people realised that there was a record that they really wanted to hear, not because it would make them sit down and forget about the world, but because it would make them get up and do something about the world, or at least feel good enough to go out and be on the street, and that was a change. Get rid of it.
What do you think about bands like the Stones?
I don't. I don't even consider them a band, they're more like a business.
What a business.
Yeah, but surely by making a record, you're on the way to becoming part of the system.
No.
Not if you don't let yourself.
But supposing your record's a success,
Yeah.
I mean, which there are big chance it will be.
Oh,
And okay,
everyone.
Supposing you make a lot of money, how are you going to be different from the Stones?
I don't need a Rolls Royce, I don't need a house in the country, I don't need to live in the south of France. I'm happy as I am and I'm going to carry on.
Finsbury Park will be
Don't live in Finsbury Park.
Going
I mean, like, all music is really is just a collection of noises, and if you can remember how to make the same noise twice, that's music.
The new craze, they tell me. They're heroes, not the nice, clean Rolling Stones. You see, they're as drunk as I am. They're clean by comparison. They're a group called the Sex Pistols, and I'm surrounded now by all of them.
What?
Are you serious, or are you just trying to make me laugh?
Go on.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but I mean about what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
You are serious? Beethoven, Mozart, Bach, Brahms have all died.
Ours, aren't they?
Really? What are we saying, sir?
Wonderful people.
Are they?
Oh, yes, they really turn us on. What do they do?
Well, suppose they turn other people on.
That's just their touch, isn't it?
It's what?
Nothing, a rude word. Next question.
No. What was the rude word?
Shit.
Was it really? Good heavens, you frightened me to death.
All right. See,
what about you girls behind?
I've got your dad, isn't he, this geezer?
Are you,
With your granddad.
Are you worried, or are you just enjoying yourself?
Enjoying myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I always wanted to meet you.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We'll meet afterwards, shall we?
You dirty son. You dirty old man.
Well, keep going, chick, keep going. Go on, you've got another 5 seconds. Say something outrageous.
You dirty bastard.
Go on, again.
You dirty fucker.
What a clever boy.
What a fucking rotter.
Well, that's it for tonight. The other rocker, Abel, and I'm saying nothing else about him, will be back tomorrow. I'll be seeing you soon. I hope I'm not seeing you again. From me, though, good night.
By this protest to make Wales know, to let the people of this town know that we do protest, and it is by no fault of ours that this thing has come to Caerphilly. We have done everything humanly possible to ban this thing and to stop it. And as we have not been able to, we have done the last thing possible to stand here in open protest to let you know that we are responsible and we are doing all we can to set an example in leadership and in every other way for clean living, holy living, and pure living.
Caerphilly didn't quite know what to expect, so took no chances. Pubs and cafes were closed before and after the concert. On decibel points, the Sex Pistols won. On numbers, it was a victory for the carol singers, way under 100 past the box office.
I got teenage daughters and youngsters. The one went to Rod Stewart, but I wouldn't let him go to see this rubbish.
What do you think of the Sex Pistols?
Crap. How do you react to your group's reputation as being the most revolting in the country?
I find it very amusing.
Then yet it's said that you're sick on stage, you spit at the audience and so on. I mean, how can this be a good example to children?
Well, people are sick everywhere. People are sick and fed up of this country, telling them what to do.
But not getting paid for it.
Pardon?
But not getting paid for putting on that sort of public show.
Well, nor are we. We ain't even being allowed to play.
Makes you sick,
The Baader-Meinhof form of urban violence attracted thousands after the collapse of the students' revolt in the late 60s. Their so-called Red Army faction provoked riots in many cities. The end of the gang's attempt to destroy society came 4 years ago with the arrest of the hardcore leaders after a shootout. Andreas Baader had been liberated from prison by Ulrike Meinhof a few months previously.
Why are you here tonight?
To see the dead boys.
Why?
Because they're great fucks.
How
How do you know?
Because I fucked him. Who do you want the rundown on?
Did you throw the,
Yeah, I did. It was my present. I'm Lunch. They do a song called I Need Lunch. I'm Lydia Lunch.
Why did you throw that? What was it? What was it?
They were used tampons, genuinely used, new ones. Why did I give them to them? Because they're going to eat them the second set.
Are you sure of that?
You'll see. Yeah, because they're their favorite toys.
What did that girl throw up on stage at you?
Oh, I'll show you.
Why did she throw up, or what did she throw up?
It's, pubes? Everybody needs a little bit of,
old rags. Yowza, old rags.
Why do you think she did that?
She knew we liked
an admirer.
Favorite dish, man.
She's an admirer. Our fans do stuff like that to us.
We can't afford tomato soup.
Because they think that we're sick, you know? And I don't have the slightest idea in the world why they think we're sick.
We're normal.
You're not sick?
Nah,
they're sick.
My mother thinks I am, but Ma,
You don't think the atmosphere, when it's crowded here and loud, is conducive to violence?
No, I think the more crowded and the louder it is, I think the less violence. I think, first of all, there's no room for violence. I think when it's so loud, nobody can say anything nasty to anybody. They can't hear. And there's no violence. I think any little violence, anything that starts up maybe like, well, when people can communicate.
This is punk rock, and its purpose, one observer says, is to promote violence, sex, and destruction in that order. The message is that the world and everything in it stinks. Punk is their music, and punk has proven that the English are still capable of moral outrage. The proper punk philosophy is not that society must be changed, but that it must be destroyed. Whether they believe that is questionable, but they have convinced people they mean it. And punk rockers have an earned reputation for destruction and violence.
And there's all these kids sort of kicking each other and jumping into each other, which is just not what it's about, you know. If you want to kick anyone, sort of go out and kick a policeman or a sort of government official.
I can't wait for it to get dark.
The licensee of this premises wants you off, so please leave now before there's any further trouble.
I'll leave it to you. They're rushing Malcolm.
The high priest of punk rock is Malcolm McLaren, owner of a punk rock fashion boutique and manager of the Sex Pistols, England's most controversial and, therefore, best-known punk rock group.
When you've got 60% of the unemployment of the age of 18 out of work and sitting around or hanging around the streets without a music that they feel is something that can capture their imagination and inspire them to go forth, you have a whole force that is basically with very little future. The teenage kids who follow punk rock in this country, their style and form of dress is a total reaction against the packaging of youth clothing in this country. They are really concerned now with taking any form of clothing and making a statement with it by tearing it up, writing a slogan across it that suggests something of their own particular discontent.
Ironically enough, it is Chelsea shops like Seditionaries, a shop owned by Malcolm McLaren and his partner Viviane Westwood, which now embody those aspects of punk.
I expect the main heading you could really give them now is distinct from the sex thing. I think you'd have to call them urban guerrilla. I think that's the main kind of theme that would make people understand them. They've got touches of primitive things. People who come in my shop, I've noticed Jordan wear sort of rather tribal makeup sometimes.
Oh yeah? Does it hurt? No?
It's not, we did when he done it 3 weeks ago.
What?
But it's not quite, it's almost through now, but it's sore when he done it, but 3 weeks ago.
Move! Come on, get him off.
I'm not drunk.
Move back to your neck!
It's just about, it's just saying everything really, just, you know, bondage, just all kind of restrictions. It's just like breaking away from it all. So it's just like, I want to be free.
The next band is X-Ray Spex, who's a very popular one of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would put your hands together, because they're coming on now. X-Ray Spex.
Some people think little girls should be seen and not heard. But I think I'm bondage! I'm yours! 1, 2, 3, 4!
this movement is basically working class. It's nothing to do with the arty fart middle class, we're all right trip, you know. It's basically working class from the roots.
One way they stood up for their working class audience and got headlines was by vomiting all over Heathrow Airport in London. And there were some four-letter words thrown about in loud voices. That got their first record company, EMI, a subsidiary of Capitol Records, upset. One week after EMI dumped the Sex Pistols, A&M Records picked them up and staged a contract signing ceremony in front of Buckingham Palace. At this point, the Sex Pistols, despite having been fired, were not exactly suffering. Before EMI could get rid of them, it had to buy off the contract, and that cost the company a reported £25,000. And here they were signing a new contract that could make them a lot of money, and they already had a song to record for A&M in honor of the Queen's Jubilee. They did not record it, not at least for A&M Records. They never recorded anything for A&M. According to the story, after this happy signing ceremony, everyone went back to the A&M offices to celebrate. The four Sex Pistols apparently over-celebrated, tore up the office, scared the secretaries, and lived up to their public image of thorough obnoxiousness. Fired again, but this time, A&M had to pay out a whole lot more to get rid of them, £75,000. But Virgin Records signed them, and Johnny Rotten got to record his Queen's Jubilee memorial song, God Save the Queen. It has been banned by the BBC and other stations, but it is today one of the most popular records in England.
You
government would be reactionary. If to react against the politics of the last few years, which undermined our way of life and devastated our economy, if that's reactionary, then we are reactionary, and so are the vast majority of the British people.
At the present time, there's a general feeling that young people are disillusioned with the government and politics in general. These are some comments from young people in London.
Do you think MPs accurately represent their people?
No, I think they're very corrupt.
I don't know, no matter what government's in it, doesn't seem to be able to do anything for the ordinary people in the street. It just seems to be able to muck up their lives and put more money in their pockets.
Well, I'd like to see a lot of changes, but I don't think that change would come, really.
So, are these changes going to come? In the studio, we've got The Clash and Joan Lester, MP for Eton and Slough and Chairman of the Labour Party. Do MPs realise the animosity that is felt about them by many young people?
I wouldn't have called an animosity. I would have called the few people that were interviewed certainly disillusioned and rather disinterested in the political scene. I think that's true, yes.
Joe, do you reckon the feelings that are put across by those people that accurately represent all the people, young people?
Well, I think most of the young people, just because it's so remote from the mechanics of government, you don't feel part of it, like you can affect it or change it in any way.
Do you see any changes coming in the future?
What, political changes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see things getting much worse than they are.
To me, what does it mean to you? Fuck off! I ran away as I know. I got it back, I was done. What's my
just a couple of good bands, and that's it. They'll go and make a lot of money and make a lot of music, and the rest will fade away and die.
Motorcycle hero. He's looking so cute. Sneaking round in a blue jumpsuit. Cruise rider, motorcycle hero. He's blazing away. Like the stars in the universe. Cruise rider, motorcycle hero. He's screaming the truth. America's killing its youth. right? Oi. This is, London. London is the only place I want to play, right?
You're trying to say to everybody, look, listen, I'm doing it for you, and they're saying, but so-and-so said that, and so-and-so said that. But they was bullshitting, they was lying.
I'm with you. Oi, I'm with you, right? I'm with all of you. Right? I'll be with you if you be with me, right?
We are the people that you don't want to know. We are the people that you want to wrap up in a cardboard box and say, right, you go over there. We are the people that you want to lift the carpet up and sweep that under the carpet and leave that there. People that put in the dustbin. They don't want to know people that work in factories, that just go on a dole, that end up drinking meths or so-and-so.
They told me not to come back out here, right? They said, don't walk back out there. Because it ain't right. I tell you, I'll go anywhere, anytime, and I'll do it for you. And you laugh, anybody else laughs, you send your letters in to Public Image and all the other shit, but I will always be here, and I will always say what I think. And I never shit out of nothing, so we're going through with it. No gear on. It's the Stranglers! But once in my life I've got something to say. I want to say it now, but now is today. Life has been given to grab and enjoy. So let's all grab and let's all enjoy. Kids, I am not it. They will never be divided. If the kids, I am not it. They will never be divided. Take a look around you. Just what do you see? Kids with feelings like you and me. Understand him. Understand you, but you are him, and he is you.
If the pubs have cut off the punk rock groups, the record companies have not, nor have the young people who buy records. There are at least 2 punk rock numbers among the 10 best-selling records in England now, despite the fact that one of the 2 is banned by most radio stations. But the punk rock movement is already being taken over by its avowed enemies, the wealthy, successful, socially acceptable middle and upper classes. It is now possible to buy a gold safety pin for up to $100 to go with a hand-ripped T-shirt that sells for $16. The difference is that people who buy punk fashion do it to be in. Punk rock believers do it to be out. But as the true believers buy the records, they are making their working class heroes wealthy. And despite what they usually say, despite what they used to do, their personal goals sound more than vaguely familiar.
And I want to get very rich. I want to have a big house and a nice car and loads of booze and loads of women.
A year ago, the punks made their own rules. Now that punk and the music industry have come together, the rules have changed. Some groups haven't been able to play by these new rules.
When you were at 100 Club, you told me you weren't nervous at all. You just got up there and sang Twist and Shout and the Lord's Prayer, and you just got up and did it, and now you're nervous.
Yeah, I didn't have time to think about it. It just happened, and I went on the stage without thinking about it. Now, I've got nervous breakdowns and everything.
But are you more nervous because there's more at stake and you want to get a recording contract and it's more competitive now in a way?
No, it's just myself I'm competing with, that's all. We want a recording contract, but not in the way that we're going to compromise anything that we do. Which is very hard.
Our school motto, respect for disease, reality.
Make your desires reality. I myself preferred the song Don't Dream It, Be It. Hey Mag, do you want to hear my new chapter? Civilization.
What, are you going to serialize it? Hold it, everybody. Another Mandrake's history lesson from our...
Oh, fuck off. Here goes any case. On human rights. Human beings have no rights. But some dumb fucks told them they had them. First, political rights. Freedom of speech and things like that. And if that wasn't enough, they were told they had material rights, too. They forgot about the political rights soon enough, but they got hooked on the material ones. One desolate suburban acre and a car, then a TV, fridge, and another car. That was by right, mind you, but the habit demanded more and more. The day came when the expectations couldn't be fulfilled any longer, and everyone felt cheated. So here we are in the present. Fucking great. With civilization destroyed by resentment, but since civilization itself was always fucking awfully boring for everyone, who gives a shit? We can do without it.
As long as the music's loud enough, we won't hear the world falling apart.
4:35. Good afternoon. I'm Dean Clark. A lot of talk, not only in Atlanta, nationwide. It's the U.S. debut of the Sex Pistols.
About Jesus. It never came from God, it came from the stinking devil. Your last name doesn't have to be rotten, it can be beautiful if you'll get Jesus. Jesus will take all the rottenness out of this world and make it handsome. The devil's the one whose name is rotten. Jesus will make your life beautiful, man. Every piece of rottenness you ever see.
5251. Sorry, just to go over that, Malcolm's attitude once more.
Yeah, he didn't like me because I was a junkie. He tried to keep me and Sid apart for months and months and months. Like, we had to keep the clandestine secret, everything. And finally he just gave up because he couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Sid just kept saying, look, I will hang around with who I want to hang around with, and I'll have stay in my place who I want to stay in my place, and you're not going to tell me who not to. So just fuck off. And he just gave up. So now I guess we could say we're on speaking terms again.
Today, police received an ambulance call at the Chelsea Hotel on West 23rd Street. In room 100, Sid Vicious was sitting on the bed near his picture. In the bathroom was the 20-year-old American girl he'd lived with for 2 years. Nancy Laura Spungen had been stabbed to death. Police say a collapsible hunting knife lay nearby. Neon Leon, a rock artist, was with Sid Vicious and Nancy early this morning.
Which I find it kind of hard to believe, knowing him outside of the context of, you know, the image of what the Sex Pistols were supposed to be, anarchy and, you know, destroy
violence and all.
But he really loved this person. He loved her more than he loved his music.
Vicious's real name is John Simon Ritchie, and he's been booked for murder. When they transferred him to a detention center, it took 4 men to hold him. Sid Vicious fought his way through a barricade of cameras. But this time, it wasn't...
I think punk now is a joke, actually. I don't think it bears any resemblance to what it started out as, and I don't think it's fulfilled very many of its original aims in England anyway. I mean, it's been turned into a commercial carnival so quickly that the people who started it and people put the original ideas have lost control of what they're doing. Record companies and the music business in general and the media have cashed in on it so quickly, and they've taken everything out of it. They've taken the creativity, the ideas, the imagination out of it, and they put nothing back except money. The people who put it together were like people like Andrew Sosowski, who opened the Roxy Club, people like that. They've been bought out by bigger concerns, by big companies, record companies. They've ended up with no money, nothing, and punk has been taken out as just another commodity to sell. There's no way that punk could have stayed, as Viviane says, there's no way punk could have stayed as it was. Punk would have had to have evolved and become a big business. It's just unfortunate that it became a big business so quickly.
And it's trod on so many people on the way up, that's the problem.
And a lot of the people have proved that once they're successful, they're just as rich, and they're just as into being capitalists, and they're just as into making money and forget the people who put them there, as was the old generation of the old farts or whatever. So the new wave has quickly become exactly the same as the old wave.
News Center 4 is brought to you tonight by Abraham and Strauss.
Good evening, I'm Chuck Scarborough. This is the body of a kid called Sid Vicious, a punk rock star with a penchant for violence, a murder suspect, a junkie, dead at the age of 21 of an overdose. Just yesterday, his mother bailed him out of jail, and it was she who found him dead today in Greenwich Village. Heather Bernard has more for us. Heather?
Vicious, released on bail, attempted to kill himself October 22nd by gouging his arms and wrists with a broken light bulb in his mother's hotel room. His bail was revoked December 8th when he was charged with hitting a man in the face with a beer mug at a fashionable Manhattan discotheque. While associates attempted to raise new bail, Vicious, a heroin addict, was held at the detoxification center at Rikers Island.
Sid Vicious, awaiting trial for the murder of a former girlfriend, had been released on bail yesterday from the prison on Rikers Island. He came here at 6 p.m. His mother and Miss Robinson had arranged a celebration in Miss Robinson's village apartment. About 10 friends came to the party. It continued until 2 a.m. Sid Vicious, they say, had been happy and jovial, talking at length about a comeback and the bright future in showbiz. Around midnight, he injected himself with heroin. A bad reaction followed. He regained and lost consciousness 3 or 4 times, they say, but eventually seemed to recover. He went to bed with his girlfriend at 3 a.m. and seemed to be all right. But Sid Vicious, police say, died from an overdose of heroin, and there was no indication of foul play. On Bank Street in the village, Bob Teague, News Center 4.